Hey, honey loves. Now, though we might still feel some after effects from the Mercury retrograde post shadow, technically, we can all take a deep breath because Mercury retrograde is going direct today, still in Sagittarius energy. So, this means that we'll be speaking life, hope, faith, belief, speaking about the journey, speaking on what we've learned from the experiences that we've had during the journey. So, are you ready for what that means for you specifically and in regards to your love life and relationships? Birthday crew, you know how we do. We start with you. So, Sagittarius. When Mercury was retrograde, you were like exploring love, exploring what meant to be felt like, exploring what destiny felt like. Now with Mercury being direct, you feel more comfortable with surrendering to the love that's in your life. Sagittarius, Capricorn, cusp, when Mercury was retrograde, you understood why this love was yours, how it was made for you. With Mercury being direct, now you're going to fight even harder for it to keep it. Hey, honey love. So now we're back with how Mercury direct in Sagittarius energy is helping your love life and your relationships. So Capricorn, when Mercury was retrograde, you were being encouraged to make an effort for the sake of the team. With Mercury direct now, you have proof that you and your person are better together, or you and the team are better together. Capricorn, Aquarius, cusp, with Mercury, when Mercury was retrograde, you wanted answers on why you wanted to keep this person in your life so bad. Well, now with Mercury direct, you not only have that knowledge, but you are having the you have the mindset to fight with intent. We'll do it like that. In Aquarius, when Mercury was retrograde, you too were wondering, why do I want to take this leap of faith into this relationship? Why do I want to jump in so bad? Well, now with Mercury being direct, you are leaping with that knowledge that you were looking for. So, yay. Hey, honey loves. So we're back with how today's, with how Mercury going direct in Sagittarius is going to affect your love life and your relationships. So, Aquarius, Pisces, cusp. When Mercury was retrograde, you were exploring growth within your relationships, right? And with Mercury going direct now, the good times are continuing to roll because of that growth. Pisces, when Mercury was retrograde, you were deciphering your truth, is probably the best way to put it. And now that Mercury is going direct, you're just really rejoicing in the love that you found from that truth. Pisces, Aries, cusp, when Mercury was retrograde, you were like reaffirming your belief in love and relationships. And now that Mercury is direct, you are deciding firmly what love, what relationship is best for you. Hey, honey love. So we're back with how Mercury direct in Sagittarius energy is going to affect your love life and your relationships. So, Aries, when Mercury was retrograde, it was helping you restore hope in love and relationships. And now that Mercury is direct, you kind of feel in a new, how do you want to say, a new source of energy in regards to this love and relationship because of your restored hope. Aries, Taurus, cusp, when Mercury was retrograde, you were given reasons to stop worrying about this love or about this relationship. And now that Mercury is direct, you know you don't want to lose this feeling. You don't want to lose this relationship, okay? Taurus, when Mercury was retrograde, you were being encouraged to have the courage to make moves. And now with Mercury direct, you got to make a decision. Are you going to make said move or are you just going to deal with what you got? Taurus, Gemini, cusp, when Mercury was retrograde, you were dealing with a reflection of the growth that you've had in love and relationships. And Mercury direct now, you're shooting your shot. Hey, honey love. So we're back with how Mercury direct in Sagittarius is going to affect your love life and your relationships. So Gemini, when Mercury was retrograde, it was encouraging you to speak life and positivity into your life in general, but also into your love life and your relationships. Now that Mercury is direct, you have what you asked for. Gemini, Cancer, cusp, with Mercury was retrograde, you were being warned that the energy you put out was going to be the energy you got back. So now that Mercury is direct, that's what's happening. You're getting the energy back that you put out. Cancer, when Mercury was retrograde, your energy, again, similar to Gemini, Cancer, cusp, the energy you put out was being reflected back to you. So basically you were being surrounded. In this case, you were surrounded by the energy that you kind of put out into the world. And now that Mercury is direct, you're actually feeling gratitude for what you have. Hey, honey loves, we're back with how Mercury direct in Sagittarius energy is going to affect your love life and your relationships. So Cancer, Leo, cusp. When Mercury was retrograde, you were identifying the kind of love and relationship that you wanted. And now that Mercury is direct, you have a better understanding of you have a better understanding of the love journey that you've been experiencing all year, and you have gratitude for it. Leo, when Mercury was retrograde, you were kind of living your best life, living in the moment, living the experience, living for the experience. Now that Mercury is direct, you're bold enough to embrace the kind of relationship that is being brought to you because it's there. Leo, Virgo, cusp, when Mercury was retrograde, you were being asked if you were ready to accept love in its truest form. And now that Mercury is direct, you're ready for that kind of love, for that real kind of love. Hey, honey love, so we're back with how Mercury direct in Sagittarius is going to affect your love life and your relationships. So Virgo, Mercury retrograde was bringing the one to the light, so you couldn't deny it anymore. And now that Mercury is direct, it's time to own up to the one that you want. Own up to the love that you want. Own up to your desire. Virgo, Libra, cusp. Mercury retrograde was rewarding you for your truth, rewarding you for owning up to your truth in regards to love and relationships. Now that Mercury is direct, you are welcoming whoever feels like home. I'm so happy for you. I can't stop smiling. Okay, Libra, when Mercury was retrograde, you were speaking out hope, speaking belief, very similar to Gemini, I believe, speaking life and positivity. And now that Mercury is direct, you're going to be spreading the word, just expressing all the love and good news. Hey, honey love, so we're back with how Mercury direct in Sagittarius energy is going to affect your love life and your relationships. So Libra, Scorpio, cusp, when Mercury retrograde, or when Mercury was retrograde, you were being rewarded for believing in love, which is so sweet. And now that Mercury is direct, the love you know is yours can officially be yours. You actually get to receive that as a reward for it, or as further reward for it. Scorpio, when Mercury was retrograde, you were being given another opportunity to express the love that you were internalizing, to speak your truth in regards to your heart. And now that Mercury is direct, the time for talking is over. It's time to act on it before you completely lose your shot, okay? So keep that in mind. Scorpio, Sagittarius, cusp, when Mercury was retrograde, the question was being brought whether or not the attitude that you were having toward love and relationships was giving you the kind of love and relationships that you wanted. And now that Mercury is direct, I don't know what this means, but I'm just gonna say it. You're in I don't give a fuck energy.